Lyndhurst, and welcome to Lyndhurst Community News, a weekly news podcast highlighting all of the great things, as well as things of note, happening around our township. Today is Wednesday, September 27th. I'm Brian Haggerty, and here's what's happening this week. But first, a reminder to send any news from your school, sport, your church, your club, your organization, as well as any birthdays and anniversaries of note. Just send them to LyndhurstCommunityNews@gmail.com, and you'll find that email address as well as all other contact information we mentioned during these episodes. It's always listed in the description box below the video, right there on our YouTube channel. And a big thank you to those of you who email your news to us each and every week. We very much appreciate it. It helps keep this podcast going. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And it's called Lyndhurst Community News. Click the subscribe button and the little bell icon. You'll never miss an episode, even though we do them once a week on Wednesdays. And also click like on our Facebook page so you never miss an episode. Some people aren't on Facebook, by the way. A lot of people aren't on Facebook, especially younger people. So if you just find a way to share it with your friends, they'll appreciate it, we appreciate it, and it keeps our community together so everybody know what's going on. All right, we've got a lot going on this week, folks, so let's get started. Now, the big news this week is that our Golden Bears have won the NJIC Liberty Division Championships this past Friday, having beaten Waldwick 38-21 in a phenomenal game this past Friday night. Now, we have more interviews with the players and Coach Tuero coming up later in the broadcast, but first we'll get through some of the other announcements and some of the news from around town. Now, last week I reported on the Washington school fire. The fire is still being investigated, and no cause has yet to be determined, or at least hasn't been announced, but we will keep you updated on that. Now, let's take a look at some of the club news going on. As a reminder, this Saturday, September 30th, is the Women's Club of Lyndhurst's Day of Service Food Donation from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at ShopRite. So if you're going to be doing your shopping at ShopRite this Saturday, they'll be outside. They'll have a list of things that they're looking to collect. And if you can, go in there, purchase some of those things, and when you leave, donate them to the Women's Club, which helps supply all of the food banks in Lyndhurst. And a lot of people don't realize that the food banks in Lyndhurst, there are a lot of people who need this assistance. And it's very touching. And we want to do our best to make sure that, especially as we get into the winter, into the holidays, that no family goes without the right amount of food. So we thank you for that. On to some of the schools. Once again, we want to remind you that Sacred Heart is having a fall craft fair. It's a fall fundraiser event. It's on September 30th, so that's a busy day. You can donate food and go to the fall craft fair as well. This is from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and it's held at the Sacred Heart School Gymnasium at 620 Valley Brook Avenue here in Lyndhurst. And we ask that you help support the school and get into the cozy fall spirit. There will be music, there will be food, raffles, and so much more, and basically every type of craft imaginable will be featured. So for more information, you can contact Peter at 973-336-0467. And of course, this is hosted by the Sacred Heart HSA. So here's I have some news from organizations. The Lyndhurst Police Emergency Squad fundraiser. Remember, they're volunteers, folks. It's going to be a mozzarella, or should I say it the right way here? We say in Lyndhurst, mozzarella. A special fundraising mozzarella making class with who else but Lyndhurst's own famous Vinnie Mutz. Join them for a fun-filled evening of cheese making at their fundraiser mozzarella making class event. Get ready to roll up your sleeves and learn the fine art of making delicious mozzarella, or for the non-Italian, mozzarella cheese. I like mozzarella better, though, don't you? Anyway, the date is Friday, November 3rd. Yes, it's a little ways out, but mark your calendar. The doors open at 6:30. Classes start at 7 p.m., and it will be held at 250 Cleveland Avenue. That's the senior building right next to the Parks Department, right here in Lyndhurst. Tickets are available through Eventbrite, and I'm going to be leaving the link to that site where you can purchase the tickets down in the description box below, as I do with all of these things. Okay, let's move on. Let's see what's going on here. What is next? I'm just scrolling down. Okay, recreation news. So, from the Parks Department, under the direction of Commissioner John Montillo, we have the announcement of volleyball for boys and girls grades 5 through 8. It's open to residents of Lyndhurst as well as Rutherford. It will be on Wednesdays. The time will be 4 to 5 and 5 to 6. The cost is $45, check or money order, no cash, please. Payable to Lyndhurst Rec Volleyball. It starts on October 4th and lasts through November 8th. It'll be held at the Lyndhurst Recreation Center, 862 Valley Brook Avenue, that's down in the Meadows. It's a 6-week clinic coached by Paul Passamano and Stephanie Mazzina, focusing on learning the skills to play this great sport. You'll be taught the correct technique and training that is essential to improve, no matter your ability. Your self-confidence and performance will skyrocket in order to play at a recreational or competitive level taught in a fun atmosphere. So you can register at the Lyndhurst Recreation Center on October 4th before the first session. Please arrive early in order to register. And in church news, to commemorate the feast of St. Francis of Assisi, the patron saint of animals, the Social Concerns Ministry of Our Lady of Mount Carmel Church will be hosting a Blessing of the Animals service on Sunday, October 1st, from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. in the Parish Center parking lot at 146 Copeland Ave. All are invited to bring their animal companions for the blessing. Your pet must be on a leash and or in an appropriate carrier. You can also bring a picture of your pet if they don't travel well, or even a stuffed animal. A member of the Humane Society of Bergen County will be on site for those who may be interested in adopting a pet. The following donations for the Humane Society are appreciated and will be accepted on the day of the event. Those things are paper towels, trash bags, bleach, dish soap, liquid hand soap, laundry detergent, Airwick, or Glade plug-ins. Okay, now, on to sports. So, as I said, the Golden Bears have won the NJIC Liberty Division Championship by beating Waldwick 38-21 in what was truly an amazing game. I was there, folks. It was phenomenal. The energy and the way those guys performed on the field was a proud moment for all of us here from Lyndhurst. Now, the Bears are now 4-0 for the season. They head on to play Rutherford this Saturday in Rutherford as they move on to the next division. And as I have been doing so since the beginning of the season, I think it's far better that we hear from the players themselves rather than my telling you what happened. So here they are on last Friday's big win, and they'll tell you all about it.
What's up, everyone? Michael Rizzo, number 4, senior. Another big win this week. NJIC Liberty Division champs. First goal checked off out of 4. Obviously, I'm proud of all our guys. We all work hard. Since November, we've been working for this goal. It's good to be back on top. This is just the league. We got bigger goals. So we got a big game this week that starts to that goal. Rutherford, we haven't beat them in 12 years. It's our rivals. It should be a good one. And, we just can't look ahead. We got the NJIC playoffs after that. And, I'm proud of all our guys this week. It was a big one. Not going to list everyone. Everyone played great, rushing, passing, defense. And we just got to keep rolling, keep doing our thing, keep working hard, and, we're going to achieve our goals. I promise you that. Thank you.
Number 8, Roddy Marino, running back, middle linebacker. A lot of credit to the offensive line. Had over 200 yards rushing this week. Great passing game. Receivers, quarterbacks, just under 200 yards. Defensively, we played great. They didn't score until 20 minutes left of the first half. So we have to do that again this week. Division champs, first time since 2019. Rutherford next week. Let's get the job done.
I'm Sean Bellinger. I'm the quarterback. I'm number 12. And, we've been saying these past couple weeks when Mr. Haggerty came down to interview us, that we haven't reached our full potential yet. And I believe that this week, we really started to show, that this week, especially in the NJIC Liberty Division Championship game. And, we took out the win. And I think this is 100% our best played game yet. Offensive line, offense, defense, everyone played amazing. And we got our biggest game yet. We're on NJ Athletics Games of the Week with Rutherford. And, it's going to be a good one. So I hope you guys come out, try on field at 1 p.m. on Saturday. See you guys there.
Mike Longo, center, 64, junior. Great win this week against a really tough Waldwick team. Offense and defense both played really well, and special teams, all three sides of the ball. Really great job. Offensive line-wise, we all did our job, did what we have to do, follow the game plan, trust in the run game, the pass game. Defense did what they had to do their job. Really great job. Rutherford next week. Only up from here. Best is yet to come.
Connor Gill, number 72, right tackle and nose guard. We did our jobs up front. Big shout out to the skills. They did a hell of a job. I also want to shout out special teams. Special teams did a great job. Isaiah Lopez blocked a punt, scooped and scored. Unfortunately, he got injured. Thoughts and prayers for him. But overall, great performance from all the boys.
Nicholas Adamo, number 75, left guard, senior. Great win. We all did our jobs up front. I thought that was excellent. The line played great. I think this is another week where we let up 0 sacks. So that's the number one priority, protecting Sean, and then also doing it on the ground with Roddy. But, everyone did their job, and great all-around win. So moving forward, we just got to keep working.
Shane Killer, number 58, senior, right guard. We punched him in the mouth since the first snap, and the results came. We blew him out in the first half, and it wasn't close. Sean hasn't gotten sacked in 3 weeks, so we just kept doing our job, and we had to keep on moving with this upcoming week.
Okay, you've got to love and admire their dedication and the fact that they never are satisfied, and they always believe that they can do better, and they do as a result. Now, it's this determination that is fueling this great season, coupled with a great group of athletes who love the game and who will never quit outperforming themselves. Now, we also caught up with Coach Tuero, who shares the same sentiments as well, as he's working very, very hard as well this season, as are all the assistant coaches. This is a group effort, a team effort, of course. Now, here he is on the division championship and the coming games for the remainder of the season.
Super proud of these boys. This is something we've been this is one of our goals that we've been talking about since the end of last season, but we're not done. It's only one of our 4 goals. Obviously, we're very excited to have our division championship. It's only the second one in the last since 1998. It was 1998. Yeah, we have only won 2, 19 and then 23. So it's obviously something to really be proud of, but there's more to get. We're still hungry. That's just, some crumbs for us to eat a little bit, be excited about. And now we have, some heavy horses coming up. We have Rutherford, who is a tremendous football team. We have Butler, we have Park Ridge in the NJIC playoff. So our next goal now is to win the NJIC Conference Championship, which would only be the second one in our history. So that's our next goal. And from there, we go to states and see how we fare. We got to stay healthy. Unfortunately, we lost a couple guys this past weekend, but we're gonna improvise, adapt, and overcome. I'm excited for these boys. There's a lot to be proud of in this group.
And there we go. This Saturday against Rutherford is an old rival, and they are determined to beat Rutherford, and we're all cheering them on. Now, it's an afternoon game at 1 p.m., so I encourage everyone to try to come out and support the Bears. Now, in other Lyndhurst sports, Lyndhurst girls volleyball beat Ridgefield Park with final scores in 3 games, 25-17 in Game 1, 19-25 in Game 2, but then 25-17 in Game 3. Okay. And as we move on to the end of this week's episode, I do have some more sad news to report. Now, once again, for a second time in just a few weeks, the Lyndhurst Volunteer Fire Department lost another former chief. Paul Robert Horvath, known as Bob Horvath, passed away on September 22nd. He had originally joined the Lyndhurst Volunteer Ambulance Squad in 1958, then joining the Lyndhurst Fire Department in 1960. He gained experience and knowledge within the fire department, and he eventually was elected to the position of second assistant chief in 1978, moved on to first assistant chief in 1979, and finally chief in 1980. While he was chief, and I remember this very well, Mr. Horvath was honored to receive President Jimmy Carter, who came to the Lyndhurst Fire Department while he was campaigning for the presidency in 1980. Now, Chief Horvath is survived by his loving wife of 70 years, Anna, as well as his sons, Paul, David, and John, as well as a daughter-in-law and 6 grandchildren. And that brings us to the end of this week's episode. Don't forget, next Saturday is the Clam Barbecue at the American Legion from 1 to 5 p.m. Tickets are $40, and you can purchase them right there on site. And, of course, don't forget to check the batteries on your smoke and CO2 detectors. They save lives. So this is Brian Haggerty reminding you that a community is not its roads, its homes, or its buildings. It is its people. Get to know your neighbors, keep a watch out for our seniors, and support our local businesses. We'll be back here next week, Wednesday, for another episode, and we'll see you then. Go, Golden Bears!